everyone and welcome back to my channel Russian with Dakshita, and this is the lesson 3 of our Russian language course. So hope you all are fine and doing great, and I hope that you studied, you practiced all what we have studied in the last two lessons and learned it nicely. So without wasting any time, let's get started to the new lesson. Alright. So today we have pronunciation and vocabulary. I know we again have pronunciation because pronunciation has a lot of rules, and in this session, during this session, you might feel that no, it's really hard, I can't do it. But please don't feel it, because it these are only just details. These are only just details about the Russian words, how to pronounce them, how to pronounce the vocabulary. But if you think that it's too hard and you can't do it, still it's okay, because everyone will understand what you are saying. All right, so just don't feel so sad while doing this during this session. All right, so let's begin. Okay, so we have hardness and softness, and we have to answer here three questions. We have to answer three questions here, and the first question is what? What? What is hardness and softness? So hardness and softness is basically, let me give you an example. For example, here, look at booty. Booty. You pronounce it, say it with me so that you can understand the difference. Booty, beautiful. Booty, beautiful. Say it, booty, b b b. In this b you are pronouncing a little hard. You are using your sound here. All right, you're using your voice here. But in this, see, beautiful, beautiful. So it's little soft. I hope you get it. All right, and like this only we have poor, 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 and pure, pure, pure. Say it with me so that you can get what I'm saying. You can understand the difference between this. All right, poor, pure, poor, pure. Booty, beautiful. Booty, beautiful. And in like this only you can have ba, 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 and bia, bia, bia. You see the difference, all right? You see the difference. Pronounce it like b, 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 and b, 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 bia, bia. See the difference here. Ma, 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 mia, mia, mia. I hope you're getting it. It's really easy. All right, and like this we have do, do. Yeah, you're using the sound. All right, do, do, and do, do. All right, so you're when you feel like you're saying ma, 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 you're saying it with a sound, like pressing it, you're saying it hardly. All right, you're putting pressure to say it. And in mya, you don't have to use so much pressure to say it. You have to mya, mya. You get it, I hope. All right, so this is the difference between what is hardness and softness. All right, the next question, the second question we have is where. Now how will we know that where we have to pronounce it hard or where we have to pronounce it soft? So here is a kind of rule here. So the rule is wherever. All right, ya, a, y, u, e. When any of these letters follow any consonant, it becomes soft. Alright, so you can see some letters here. Alright, these are ya, a, y, u, and E. Whenever any of these letters is follow any consonant, then it becomes soft. For example, jinb, jinb, jinb. All right, jinb, jinb. You see here. Here we can. You can see here that here this din, this d, if you pronounce it like din, din, no, you don't pronounce it din, you pronounce it din, din. Say it with me so that you can see the difference. All right, din, din, din. All right, you see it? All right, okay. And so I hope you get it. And it is with all these letters. If any of these letters follow any consonant, then the consonant also becomes soft, like din, din. You see now, din. And here we saw mya, mya. We saw here now, mya, do, do, mya, do, bya, ya. They are ya, and here's you. All right. So the consonant also becomes soft. All right. So you just have to remember these letters, and you can answer this question. All right. But these are just details what I told you. So just don't worry about it, and just try to understand it. All right. Now let's answer the third question, and that is how. How. All right. So what is like how they are pronounced. All right, so let's see here. What do we have? uh, uh, Whenever j, sh and sh are always hard, these letters are always hard. All right, so let's look at the examples once. Okay, so you these letters are j, j, and s, 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 and sh, sh, sh. Pronounce it with me. These are, you can't just pronounce them soft. These are always hard. J, j. You have to put pressure here. All right. So let's look at some examples, which is jit, jit, jit. It is followed by e. Here one of the letters is e also here, but it is followed by e, but still it is always hard because you can't pronounce it soft. All right, so it is jit, jit, jit. All right, and the next example we have, it's seat, seat, circ, circ. You can't no, it's not possible. All right, and the next we have here is all right, we studied this letter. All right, I hope you remember from the first lesson we studied this. All right, so ch, ch, and ch, 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 ch. These are always soft. These are always soft. All right, these letters, whenever you put them in any word, whenever you see them in any word or in any sentence, they are always soft. They're pronounced always soft, and these letters are always pronounced hard, hard. All right, now let's look at the examples. Chibaka, chibaka. All right, chibaka, chibaka. You see, you can't pronounce it hard. Chibaka. No, it's not like that. Chibaka, chibaka. Okay? And the next we have is shu, shu, shu. All right, shu. All right, so these are some examples, and you can pause the video, and I hope you have wrote it all down. Please write the examples please write the questions that we answered, and try to pause the video and try to pronounce these differences between the words. We saw booty, beautiful. All right, so please just pause the video and practice pronouncing it. I hope you did it. All right, now let's move on. Okay, next we have here is vowel reduction. Vowel reduction. What is vowel reduction? Sometimes it is also in English, like there is any word, like for example, I take honest. I take honest. In honest, we do not pronounce H. We do not say honest. No, we only pronounce O. We only pronounce O and the further letters. So this is vowel reduction. It is in every language. Exceptions are in every language. So you have to go through them. But still, I told you before that please don't feel scared about these. Please don't feel scared about the questions that the answers just now. Please don't scared like I can do it. No, you can do it. These are just details. If you don't follow these, everyone will understand you. All right, now let's move forward. So there are some rules in vowel reduction, and the first rule is when o is not stressed. When o is not stressed, it becomes almost the sound of a. We said it. I think you remember. Eta. Yeah. All right. So when o is not stressed, then it becomes the sound of almost a. All right. Let's look at the example. The example we have here is Malako. Malako. Here, this one, Malako, this is stressed only, but the other two are not stressed, and it just becomes like Malako, Malako, Malako. All right, you understand? All right, and Malako means milk. It is very similar to it. Like you can, I hope you guessed it before me. All right, so it means milk. Now let's move forward. Okay, the rule number 2 is that when a is not stressed, it almost becomes e. It almost becomes e. All right, so when a is not stressed, then it becomes the sound of, we pronounce it like the sound of e. All right, let's see examples. The examples are siestara. Siestara. I hope you remember what siestara means. Sister, yes, I told you. I told this in the first lesson. I hope you remember it. All right. Siestara. So in siestara, we pronounce a like e. We don't pronounce it siestara. Siestara. No, we pronounce it siestara. Siestara or mitra. Okay, all right. So I hope you got these two rules. When O is not stressed, it becomes the sound of A. When A is not stressed, it becomes the sound of E. All right, it's really similar. That when this is not stressed, it becomes this. When this is not stressed, it becomes this. All right, now let's look at the rule number 3. Rule number 3 says when ya is not also stressed, it turns to e again. All right, so when ya is also not stressed, we pronounce it with the like the sound of e. All right, so let's look at the examples. All right, here we have some examples. It means egg. All right. So when you can just remember it like this: when a and ya are not stressed, then they become the sound of e, but these are different. All right. Then the next example we have is Zaik. Zeitz, 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 Zeitz means hair, hair. Alright, Zeitz means hair. Please pronounce with me. Please say it with me so that you can, pronounce it. You can have the vocabulary. You can practice it. Alright. And the third example we have is Imayoka. 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 Alright. So please pause the video, write it down, and I hope you have written it down and practice it. Pause the video, practice saying the examples. Alright. Now let's begin forward, but let's move forward. Okay. So now we have voiced and unvoiced consonants. What are voiced and unvoiced consonants? Let's see. Ooh, voiced and unvoiced consonants. Okay, so these are some consonants that are, when these are said, then they change their sound. They change their sound like, let me tell you why. This is a voiced consonant. All right, this is a voiced consonant. Okay, this is a voiced consonant. All right, when we say it, then we say it loud. When we say it, it's hard to say it in the ending of a word. We'll discuss this one in the rules. So actually, let's first look at the rules. All right, so let's begin. Rule number 1 is voiced consonants change to unvoiced consonants. Alright, so these are voiced consonants and these are their unvoiced consonants. Now, let's see what happens. When voiced consonants are there in any word, they change to unvoiced consonants. For example, we have Petbaur. Okay. So here in the ending, you can see we have g here. All right, we have g. So we don't pronounce this Petbaup. All right, we pronounce it. We pronounce the g here like k. All right, Petbau, Petbau, ruk. Petbauruk, Petbaruk. All right. We when we say it fast, like then we don't pronounce it Petbaug. It's hard to say. All right. That's why we say it k, k. And the second we have is gam. All right. Gamuk, gamuk, gamurk, gamurk. So here in the ending we again have g and we changed it to k, because it's way more easier to pronounce. You'll never see anyone pronounce like g, g. It's hard to say, but what is the difference actually? Let's see the difference. When you pronounce any voiced consonant, then you use your voice, you use your tongue to pronounce it. But if you pronounce it like, for example, we have b here, b. You're saying it from throat. Just see where your tongue is touching in your mouth. All right. So we have b here, and the unvoiced consonant of b is p, 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 p. So you're not using your sound. Pronounce it. Say it with me. P, 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 p. All right, and here b. It is hard to say. All right, so that's the difference between the voiced consonants and unvoiced consonants. Alright, now let's move forward to the next rule. Okay, and the rule that we have, rule number 2, is when a voiced consonant is followed by an unvoiced consonant, it also becomes unvoiced. Alright, so this is the rule number 2 says that whenever there is a voiced consonant that is followed by an unvoiced consonant, then it also becomes unvoiced. Let's see at the examples here. All right, so we have let me just read it. All right, so we have vodka. All right, we have vodka. Actually, this one is stressed here. This one is stressed here. All right, vodka. You see. All right, and the next example that we have is to Torikia. All right, say it with me and say like use the unvoiced and voiced consonants. All right, to replace the voiced consonants with unvoiced consonants. All right, now let's look at rule number 2. All right, sorry, rule number 3. Okay, the rule number 3 says that when an unvoiced consonant is followed by a voiced consonant, it also becomes voiced. Oh, it's so easy here. When a voiced consonant is followed by unvoiced, it becomes unvoiced, and when unvoiced consonant is followed by a voice, it becomes voiced. So it is similar. It is related to each other. All right. Now let's look at the examples. Vokzal means station. Here the vocabulary and the meaning of the words that I'm giving in the examples, please note them down also, because when we are going to read the vocabulary, then you can use them also. You can write them in the vocabulary also. All right, in the vocabulary part. All right, so you can see Vokzal, all right, means station. I hope you understand. Please write down the rules and write down the examples that we are studying. All right. Now I hope you wrote it down and I hope you pronounced it. Let's move forward now. Okay. Now we finally have vocabulary here. We have vocabulary. So let's look at the vocabularies. I hope you wrote all the examples and their meanings. If you didn't, rewind the video and please write them down with this vocabulary. All right, so in this vocabulary we are actually mainly going to look at the greetings. All right, so we have so much. Okay. Now this we studied in the first lesson, so don't be scared. It's a scary word, I know, but still you are grown up and it's lesson 3, so you have to deal with it. Let's see. Здравствуйте means hello. Здравствуйте. Привет means hi. This one is formal one, this is informal one. All right, now then we have dobre jutro means good morning. Dobre jutro, good morning. Very good. Now say with me, dobre jutro. Very good. Now let's see the next one. Dobry dzień. Say with me. Dobry dzień means good afternoon. Dobry dzień. Very good. Good afternoon. The next is Dobre večer. Dobre večer means good evening. Very good. You are getting it, alright? Good evening. Dobre jutro. Good morning. Dobre den. Good evening. Good afternoon. Dobre večer. Good evening. Alright. Now let's see what's here. Kak dela. Kak dela. How are you? How are you? When similarly when you talk to someone, you say hi, how are you? Alright, so let's practice with it. Привет, как дела? Very good. I hope you asked me also. Well, I'm fine. Okay, now let's see what's here. Okay, we have ruksh, 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 ruksh. And this means good, good. I hope today's lesson was good. I hope today's lesson was ruksh. Alright. The next we have is the opposite of it, which means bad. The word is pluk. Pluk. Pluk means bad. Bad. Well, I hope the lesson was not bad. Alright. The next is long word. Let's see. Narmadil. Normaleno. 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 Which means okay. Oh, that is a little hard because in English there are only 2 letters to say okay, but in Russian we have this long word, but it's so easy to pronounce. You learn it, alright? The next we have is what is it? Dosedinere. Dosedinra. Alright? And this means goodbye. Goodbye. But don't say it to me because you have homework yet, alright? And the next we have is paka. 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 Here it is like when there is hello, there's formal and informal in hello and hi, there's formal and informal in goodbye also, but not to you. You have homework to do. Alright, so I hope you wrote it down and also wrote the examples I told you with the meanings, with the vocabulary. Very good. Practice it saying. Alright, now let's move on to homework. You guessed it right. Okay, and we have homework. Let's see what's the homework is. You have to do practice. You have to practice with voiced and unvoiced consonants. I hope that you wrote all the rules that we studied. You wrote all the examples that we studied. You paused the video and said all the examples, pronounced them with me. So please do this homework. Practice as much as you can, and even I recommend you, if you want to learn the Russian language more quickly, then the vocabulary I tell you, you just use it in your daily life. Whenever you say good morning to anyone, then say dobre jutro. All right, this way you can learn better. And finally, we come to the end of the video. Okay. And finally we come to the end of the video. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like and also subscribe to my channel. And if you know anyone else that who wants to learn Russian, then you can tell them about this course so that we can learn together. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and do the homework, and see you in the next video. Пока!